Hello and welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. As always, I'm John.
I am Ken.
And that is...
I'm Jason, and I made it back.
Welcome back, Jay.
Jay, man, yeah, it's been a bit.
It's been a while.
You're officially done with softball now and all that fun stuff?
Softball's done. I had to spend some time. My blood circulation got cut off because his shirt was so tight. I appreciate you giving me this, but
yeah, absolutely. Now you need tattoos, so your tattoos stick out.
I passed out for a few.
Kind of like that the way it looks on you, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Jay on the show.
Yeah.
And I missed you guys.
Yeah, bro, I missed you too.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
welcome.
What's
Welcome.
new? Crickets.
Actually,
Lights are new.
No, I heard
been
you're
here.
on TikTok.
since you've
now.
been here, since the last time you were here, we got some little dangling lights. You got the Speakeasy sign. We've got
a lot more followers on TikTok, right? That's John's doing all that.
Yeah, we started a TikTok channel. Yeah.
We're getting more subscribers on YouTube.
Good thing I came on before you guys go like
Yeah,
viral.
now we're gonna lose viewers.
Yeah, I know. We can't afford to lose any more viewers.
No, it's my last episode, guys.
Yeah. But he's right, though. We did start a TikTok channel, Speakeasy Podcast, guys, on TikTok. Check it out. Some of our YouTube shorts are on there, and I'm going to work with it and figure out some other stuff.
Yeah, we're having fun with it, though. But, yeah, other than that, we'll talk about it in a little bit. But, we had Thanksgiving recently and did some family time. But before we start that, let's get into this bourbon.
Bourbon time.
What do we got here?
What do we have here? All right. We have Jefferson's Ocean. So here's the thing. Jefferson Ocean, I've seen this around for quite some time. But I haven't seen many store picks of it, which this is what kind of attracted me to it when I was at the store. And I said, ooh, a Jefferson's Ocean aged at sea store pick. I never owned any Jefferson's Ocean. I had it at a bar one time prior to this. I don't know about you guys.
Never had it.
I think I have. Yeah,
John, I think, texted me one time and said he's like, what do you think? It was a little overpriced at a bar, I would say, that I thought, because, a bottle like this one here, it's a little higher end as far as not over 100, but maybe closer to like 80-ish, maybe around there. So I picked this up from Bottle Republic in Denville. But yes, this one is a cask strength single barrel. John had asked me before, and I was like, what is he talking about? And then I dove in a little bit deeper here, and he's like, Ken, what voyage was it?
That's good that you knew that.
Yeah. Voyage 33, and barrel 494, bottle 110, coming in at 114.4 proof, 57.2% alcohol.
Beautiful.
I did crack it a couple days ago. I wanted to breathe a little, and here we are.
Why don't you tell everybody how this is kept and barreled?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I find it very interesting, and I never tried this, so I'm interested. Like, do you think that makes the alcohol level go up more?
Well, I think it has to do with the shaking and jostling of the barrel, and I think that's what we had it on the show the one time with Dustin when he was on here. We had the one where it was the semi truck that went cross country.
Yeah,
Similar concept. Different. I don't think it was Jefferson's, though. But it was an interesting concept, and I think it has to do with the shaking and moving. And with a boat, it's more of the rocking back and forth and back and forth. But let's see what it says here. Ocean Voyage 33 began its journey in the summer's scorching heat. So that has a lot to do with it, too, the temperature outside as well. Weaving its way throughout the Caribbean and Central America. Early in the voyage, the containers were greeted by the warm embrace of Costa Rica's tropical paradise. Oh, I love this story here.
Here we go.
I want to be on vacation. With daytime temperatures consistently in the 80s and 90s, the evenings graciously provided some sweet relief, gently descending into the low 70s. Ooh, low 70s. The relief, was brief. I'm getting into like the colored section.
Yeah.
I can't read it now. As more than a dozen days soared beyond 100 degrees, with the hottest peak reaching a sweltering 117.8 degrees in the mid-afternoon. As the barrels ventured into the open sea once again, it came as no surprise that they would undergo intense rocking back and forth, as we were just saying, from nearby storm activity. This relentless motion further compelled the bourbon to continuously interact with the wood of the barrels, driving a deeper infusion of flavor into the liquid. In the embrace of the intense heart of Puerto Rico, Ocean Voyage 33 found solace from the vigorous waves. The end of the summer was nearing, yet the tropical paradise held on to the warmth, with the average temperature lingering at almost 98 degrees. As the barrels journeyed around the island, dancing from port to port, they encountered exceptional conditions on this voyage, with the containers reaching their peak temperature of 122. That gets hot, dude.
That's hot.
That gets hot. That's really hot. As early as mid-morning. Throughout their journey home, the barrels of Ocean Voyage 33 continued to face formidable weather conditions, yet such adversity proved to be ideal for this particular voyage. Bottled at cask strength, Ocean Voyage 33 allows the profound impacts on the liquid to be celebrated exactly as nature intended, embracing its intensity of its journey. So it's interesting.
It just aged a little bit more while you were reading that.
do you think they actually do all this, or they throw it in the pool in their backyard?
You could pick up this novel at Barnes & Noble, by the way.
Hooked on Phonics worked for you. Anyway,
let's put that back on.
If you didn't get out of that, freaking liquid's thrown in a barrel in the back of a ship.
I think we just
big temperature change. It's interesting.
Yeah. So the hot temperature, the temperature change.
I'm sure like the sea.
The barrels in the back of a boat on a cargo ship or whatever it is, back and forth.
I'm sure like the salts too,
creating
right?
something special.
Sure.
Everything's probably
salty air.
There's a lot of variance there.
Yes.
Variables, a lot of variables.
Yes. And who knows? I mean, if I was one of the pirates on that ship, I'd be kind of dipping into that a lot once in a while.
Maybe they do.
Well, we got any bourbon on this ship? That's what we're doing, buddy.
Yeah. Pick the right ship.
Let's drill a hole. Let's get a glass. Shimmy timbers.
I wonder if they've been doing this for a long time, and that's probably how they used to do it back in the day. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Jefferson's been around for quite some time. I've had other Jefferson's bourbons, which is named after, well, one of our presidents, I think. Because it has, I think
I thought it was George.
Moving on
up.
Can we drink some of this or what?
Pick a glass, fellas.
Let's go. I'm going 4 roses.
I'm going
today.
Heaven Hill
Going
today.
Mictors.
All right. Sorry, we don't have a Jefferson's Ocean.
I know. We gotta get a glass for each bottle you have there.
Yeah, I know. But that was a cool story, nonetheless. Even though it was long.
Absolutely.
Just to.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yeah.
Listen, it's very interesting. Even the one we did on the back of a truck. This one's on the back of a boat. Just a way to do things. Like, I don't know who thinks of this stuff.
What would you rather?
Because
back
what
of
are you
a
doing,
truck?
right? I mean, it's bourbon, so it has to be distilled in America here. So you really are throwing it on the back of a ship, and you're like, all right, go make this work now, you know? And, and it's just crazy because it doesn't have to.
What would you rather, a truck or a boat?
I don't know. I didn't taste it yet.
Well, the other interesting, Jay had brought up too before about the salt and everything in the air. That's the big thing with Scotch. When you think about Scotch, it has that salty air, it has that sea air, it has things going on there, and there's so many elements that can affect a product.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So, in all honesty, do we think it's just a
gimmick?
A gimmick?
Probably, because I don't see how the salt air could possibly penetrate. I mean, it's in a barrel, and then it's in a cargo container. What is the salt air?
Well, I think salt air.
I can see the temperature.
But the salty air, I could see it maybe. Think about it.
You think it could penetrate
Well,
all that?
bourbon penetrates somewhat, but does it get to the bourbon? That's the real question.
That's what I'm questioning.
So you can get salty air on the outside, but is it getting on in the inside?
Right.
Because when you look at those bourbon staves, if you ever seen a barrel that we've seen it when we were in Kentucky,
especially when they get older, you could see through them.
Yes, you could see the lines and basically where it kind of reached to that point. So
hey, whether a gimmick or not, let's check out and see what the juice is on this.
All right.
It smells a little hot, little heat on there.
What else?
Smells like a box of raisins when you open it up.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see. I was thinking that dark fruit, dried fruit. But there's something else. I'm getting a little bit of a grape juice, which might tie into that dark dried fruit.
Yeah.
Definitely a little vanilla on what I think. I don't know.
A little vanilla. Yeah, a little. A little oaky.
No salt.
The first sniff I took, I was going to say a little honey, but the second and third sniff, I don't know. I think I might be taking that back.
I'm getting very candy grape juice, kind of, or candy grape, kind of forward.
I think it smells good though.
Yeah, not very spice heavy.
It doesn't smell like it's going to burn. It doesn't
No.
smell boozy. But it's 114.
At first I thought it
yeah?
did, but
Yeah. Cheers, fellas.
Check it out. Cheers.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
like
got
it.
flavor.
That's got a lot of flavor.
That's got yeah.
It doesn't taste like 114%. That's for sure.
Yeah.
that's good.
And
I like it.
it lingers. It's got nice legs.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
So do
Not
I.
crazy viscous. Color is not super dark, so it's not. You can tell it wasn't aged that long, but it's
We don't know how long these have been.
yeah, I don't know. But as far as flavor goes,
That's good.
I may be a believer. I don't know. It's doing its work inside that barrel. It's doing its thing. So who knows? You know, it's got great flavor to
Is
it.
this price mid-range, higher mid?
Yeah, it was about 80 something. I think something around there. Yeah,
I think it's good. John,
Maybe it was
I think it's delicious.
Might have been 79. Or
what's the
something.
burn rate? Do you guys do that anymore?
No, I mean this is smooth. I like this.
You're a professional now.
Do you not watch our podcast or what?
I do.
I do get a little honeycomb, like a little something sweet in there.
I think it's really good.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
It's sweet. Yeah, and I do get a little heat. I get a little heat on that finish. High heat.
Now you tried this when you got it,
Not
right?
as much the Kentucky Hug yet necessarily. What's that?
You tried this when you bought it.
Yes, I tried it. Yes.
Any difference now that it's been open?
I don't know because I think I was a few drinks in at that point.
They all taste the same at that point.
So you're reliving this for the first time.
That's why you
once
always
again.
start out. You always start out with your good bourbon.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to remember after 4. It's like you're hanging. We've hung out in Jay's yard before, and we've done things, and like sometimes it's actually the opposite. You kind of brave up that courage to say, let's get something.
Let's open this.
Let's
one.
open up this
you're
Van
like,
Winkle, and
It's not what I thought
always-
it was going to taste like.
Yeah,
meanwhile we're like, yeah, do it.
that is true. No, but I'd put this up with anything,
Yeah.
like
And it goes to say, Jay, it goes to what we've said so many times before. You could have a bourbon like this, and you can have a bourbon like a Van Winkle. Is a Van Winkle, say you pay, just to say $80 on this bottle. On the Van Winkle, you paid, secondary, for like even a 10 years, 6 to 7 around roughly?
Yeah.
And 700. Is that bourbon 10 times
yeah.
better than this?
No, you're paying for the name.
Exactly.
You're paying for what it is.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't think it's as good, but I think you can almost put it up to like the Michter's 10. It's
Yeah.
good, the flavor. It's a high enough proof, and it tastes delicious.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's good. It's got good flavor. Very good flavor.
Yeah. Sweet.
Nice stuff.
Jefferson's
And the
Ocean.
finish, yeah, it was delightful.
And I feel like you can always tell, too, when you look at someone's glasses. You don't even have to ask them if they're liking it, because usually when it's almost empty,
Yeah.
or if it's just sitting there full, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's taking a little longer to get down. But no, I
No, this was good.
approve.
I remember, when you drink with someone who's not a typical bourbon drinker, when you're like, you go somewhere, like I've gotten some decent bourbon with people, and I'm like, oh, let's get something good or whatever, and you might get a guy that's with the group that night or whatever that is not typically with the crowd or with your bourbon drinker crowd, and you go get your glass and it's like this, and the bartender hands it to them, and everyone takes a sip and they go,
They shoot it.
yeah, they shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would have been me.
and it's happened before, and I'm like, what are you doing?
It's not Jack Daniels.
Or a guy who orders an old fashioned and waits for the ice to melt completely before you can drink it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You still do it?
No.
Yeah. But that's but this is solid stuff.
Solid stuff.
Cheers, fellas.
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks for grabbing this for us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into Thanksgiving.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
guys?
Good. I had a good time. You
Yeah, it
guys?
was good. Yeah, it was good. It was a
Lot
lot
of
of
cooking.
work. A lot of work.
John, it's a lot of work, but for me, it's spread out throughout like 5 days of work.
5 days.
So I will make, for instance, just to give you an idea.
Okay, yeah.
I say I have 6 dishes. Lately, I try to make things ahead of time because it's just too much for one day. So if I'm doing like cream spinach, like which I did do, I did it on the Tuesday or Wednesday before Thanksgiving. If I had gravy, I made that like once again.
So you're feeding stale stuff to people.
No,
outdated.
I don't care.
That's also why he couldn't meet us at the bar because he was prepping food.
I was, and yeah, Wednesday's the biggest day because I do try to get as much done. Like whatever, some days I'm like, I'll do it Wednesday. Deviled eggs, John's favorite. Yeah, no. And basically the day of Thanksgiving, the only two things I had to do the day of Thanksgiving itself was throw the turkey that was ready seasoned and brined and all that stuff, throw it in the oven, and I made sangria. That was it. And reheat the rest of the stuff. That's it.
So I'm a little. So yeah, the night before, I do my stuffing the night before because it's my stuffing is a process. I need 5 different pans and that's a process. I made the string bean casserole the night before, but I didn't top it with the onions just yet. I put that in there.
Because you want them to get soggy.
Yeah. So what I do is I mix the onions with my string bean casserole.
All right.
And then I leave it, and then that day I'll bake it.
Yeah.
So it gets warm, and then I'll put the onions on it and turn the oven.
I gotta try this string bean casserole of yours.
I did. I made spinach and artichoke dip.
Ooh.
And I made corn casserole. So that I did on Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning I did the bird. I cut up the rest of the appetizers. I made my mashed potatoes because mashed potatoes have to be fresh. I don't like them reheated the next day.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
And honestly, yeah, you're right. That's it.
Yeah.
I did brine my turkey. I didn't spatchcock it like I wanted to, but I
did
did
cock it.
I didn't cock it.
Ah.
But this was the first year I did brine it. And I feel like it did make a difference,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Did you see the recipe I sent to?
Yes. Yeah. But
so our buddy Dustin
was too much. That was too much stuff. Like I didn't have.
Who's been on the show? He saw our last episode and he sent John and I a text talking about the whole turkey process.
I was like, "How do you do it in the oven?" He's like, "I don't use ovens." I was like, "I don't use a smoker. What do I do?"
He sent us. It was like 80 items.
yeah. You need molasses.
He's like, I take that brine and then I massage the turkey for about 3 hours.
Take the peppercorn, stick it in between your ass, and crack it.
The
only way it works. It's the only way it works.
Smoke it or deep fry it?
He
smokes it.
He
brines it. He sent us a picture. It looks fucking
dude.
phenomenal.
I mean, it's like professional shit. Dustin, awesome stuff, man. I'm sure it tastes delicious.
We'll see you soon, so you can make us one.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving at your house in like January. I bought a brining kit from ShopRite. It was like $7, and it had all the seasonings.
You really cheated on that one. Huh?
It came with the big bag. All I had to do was boil water, add the seasoning, and dump ice in it after. And
brine's so easy to make. You don't need that stuff in the store.
I've never brined it, man. It was a kit. Everything was in there to begin with.
You could buy brine bags on Amazon. It comes like a pack of 3.
Yeah, but
if tie them up.
If the kit has all the seasonings you're going to put in it, why buy everything individual in the packet?
Because it's fun. Like I put fresh fruit. I put fresh fruit in my brine.
I did lemons. Stuff. I added lemons, which wasn't a part of the directions on the kit, but I did add lemons.
I do lemons. I did oranges and lemons in the brine, and then for my turkey the night before, I make a butter lemon zest coating.
I did a butter lemon zest. I did Italian seasoning, parsley.
I put a little.
I chopped up some sage.
I come from a Puerto Rican household, so I do a little adobo on there too.
I added adobo and sazon to the.
You know what I did?
Goya
Jack
sazon.
Shit.
Yeah, you do.
Where did
I show up? And
where'd you go? Your dad's?
No, so we do Christmas at my family's house. So I used to do both families, eat 2 meals, get sick, lay on the couch, feel like I'm going to throw up. So we just decided Thanksgiving's with my wife's family, and then Christmas is at my family. So they make good food, though, so I just basically show up, bring some beers, some wine. Yeah. They make really good desserts. The problem is they literally bring a dessert for every single person. So there's like 12 cakes. So I take a sliver of each one.
I know.
You have to make everyone happy.
Exactly.
And it's like,
I
did you
did
try
the same
this?
Thing. I had my sister-in-law made some desserts. My wife made some desserts. Everyone, and I'm like, by that point, dessert comes out, I am stuffed.
Same.
But I'm like, I want everyone to be happy, so I did the same exact thing. I took a sliver of this, sliver of that, sliver of this,
still
put
too
it on
much.
a plate.
I told don't bring desserts. We didn't have desserts at we didn't tell anybody to bring desserts. My wife made a pumpkin pie. We had ice cream. We had cookies. My stepmother made me a rice pudding, and that was it.
Ooh, I like rice pudding.
Oh, she makes it good too, man. Yeah.
We do a big thing with Christmas Eve is where we cook, and there's always a theme.
Do you do the feast of the?
They do like a theme thing. Like this one is
your wife was telling me.
Dipmas.
They do like Mexican theme, or they'll do Italian theme.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this one is like anything you can dip.
Yeah. They're having dip for dinner for Christmas Eve apparently. So.
Nice.
I'll take it, bro. I
see
think
what
that's
happens.
fun, dude.
So
that sounds fun.
we have my in-laws come over for Christmas Eve, and then we spend Christmas Day with my family, my side of the family. It works because Christmas Eve is bigger.
Yeah.
I'm in charge again. Everybody wasted, so hand out drinks. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. My father-in-law is Italian. And
that's why Christmas Eve is more important on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he
not more important, but
we don't do the whole Feast of the Seven whatever fish is. We do fish and chips.
yeah, I do like 5 fish. Yeah. I don't.
And my hopefully my father-in-law doesn't listen to the podcast because it's funny. He is not a big fish guy though, so he strictly likes flounder. And at one point we're like, all right, this flounder's too expensive. So we started buying.
Tilapia it is.
I started buying cod. I bought cod.
Did you
bought
know?
cod. Cod is such a much better fish and chips fish.
It's thicker as well, so we can tell the difference.
Did
between
you tell him or no?
Never told him.
He knows now.
No.
He didn't figure it out.
No.
I mean, you can tell just by the. I mean,
No, because
flounder's so
I
thin.
do such a thick batter on that thing.
Okay,
It's so
good.
hard. It looks thick regardless if I did flounder or.
I tried to do that 2 years ago with your batter recipe, and it turned to shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I didn't do it good, man.
Alton John's fish and chip recipe is the one I use. You can get it online. It's my go-to.
Elton John's? Elton, the singer?
No, Alton. Not Alton.
I thought he said
He said
Elton
Elton
John,
John,
too.
the tiny
No,
dancer?
Alton.
That's what I thought.
Alton Brown.
Alton Brown.
Elton John.
Alton Brown.
Alton John. He throws his spices in like this.
Tiny dancer in my batter.
That was a.
And then we take the fish
Yeah, they take them.
and we slather it on our body.
And you let it off.
Yes.
That's great.
It's doing it with his partner, and they're doing like he's sucking the batter off his finger.
Let me batter your wiener.
I thought that was an interesting career move that he got into a fish fry.
Yeah. Alton Brown.
Alton Brown.
Alton Brown, that's it. Yeah, I use his recipe.
Oh,
that.
Lord.
But yeah.
But yeah, you're right, though. Thanksgiving Day, once that turkey went in, my turkey took 4.5 hours. That turkey went in, I put it at 9:30. So I can have the oven for everything else, because once that turkey's in, I have room for nothing. I bought a 20-pound turkey. I probably threw 18 pounds of it away. Not throw it away, but there was 18 pounds left. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like there was so much turkey.
Wait, how big was your turkey?
20.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, it was a big boy.
You still eating leftovers?
No, after one day leftovers.
That's it.
I did a larger turkey. I did like 13, 14 in years past. I did a larger one, and I thought I timed it right. All I can say is don't go by what they sell you online, because I feel like they say do it.
Too much?
No, dude, this year it took a long time.
Oh, timing wise.
So I did 325 for the first 3 hours. I took off the foil. I foiled it. I took off the foil. I bumped it up to 350. And then after an hour, I only put foil on the breast side because the breast was done, but the leg still needed to go. So then I pumped it up to 400 for the last half hour, and it was good. I let it sit for like an hour before I carved it.
I had to. I can sit. When everyone started showing up and the turkey was at 135, I said, "Shoot."
Yeah.
Oven. I uncovered it, and that was supposed to be the hour before, the last hour.
Yeah.
But then it started getting too dark, and I was like, "Shit, I got to recover it again."
Yeah.
Then I put the temperature up even more. I got up to 400 by the end because I'm like, "This is not getting to temp. What the hell? I need this to get to temp."
I think I took it out when it was like the temp on the dark meat was like 160.
It should be 165.
Yeah, 3 or 4, because once you cover it and let it sit for a while, it's still going to cook.
I know. I think I took it out at 160.
Yeah, it was
the
around there,
fattiest
too.
part.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
at 160 because I'm like, all right, I need to take this out. It's fine. It's fine.
Same. And I used so besides the butter, I put a little bit of chicken broth and a little bit of Marsala wine on the bottom of the pan.
Do you stuff the turkey with anything?
I did lemons, celery, onions.
I did orange. I took a garlic thing, cut it in half, so that the direction where it's not gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
Like crosswise, or I don't know what you call it. I took some of that, shoved it in, onions, orange, lemons, and then I take a fucking handful of salt and pepper and just stick it in there and just move it around and massage the innards.
I don't know if it really honestly gives it flavor.
Well, salt in the air. You know,
like
it's
bourbon.
cooking. It's got that moisture in there. That steam has to rise.
The one thing I tell you that I did taste was the first time I ever put the lemon
The zest.
in there,
Yes.
and that really came through.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Let me ask you guys, like, because you guys cook a lot, do you ever like make a big ziti? Like, are you guys traditionalist where you just have to have certain?
Used to, not anymore. Not anymore. This year, like I did
Yeah.
the artichoke dip and
Yeah.
a cheese and meat platter.
Okay.
A shrimp cocktail.
Yeah. I personally
didn't
don't do it.
that.
My mom will bring rice and pork.
Okay.
So
That's not.
We did have white rice and we had white beans.
Yeah.
I said no pork this year. I don't
Yeah.
want pork because I want them to eat the 20-pound turkey that I bought. You
Yeah,
know,
I
I don't
know.
want no other meat.
I know, but I'll be honest with you. I don't mind the leftovers. I make Cuban sandwiches with it, and I'll just do like Cuban sandwiches for a week.
I can only do leftovers for like a day, and then after that I get grossed out.
Oh no, I love it. I could eat it. All I've been eating is turkey and pork.
Last night with the leftover turkey, I made a turkey salad with onions and celery. And,
Yeah.
and I
I'm
told
gonna
my
do that
wife,
too.
This is for you today because I can't eat anymore. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. When I make that though, I'll add little chopped apples into my turkey salad or chicken salad.
Yeah, we do chopped apples.
Yeah.
I didn't this time, but we do.
Oh, it's
yeah.
nice. You get that saltiness from the
Yeah,
turkey,
I
that
agree.
sweet, that nice crunch. Woo! It's a spot.
Can I talk about some change of topics though that bothered me a little bit about myself regarding John recently?
Are you coming out to us?
No, I am not.
Oh, okay.
So me and John, me and Ken like to get together before Christmas. We always have an expensive bourbon. We meet at a
Yeah.
bar. We have lunch together. So I was trying to get everybody. Ken was invited, but he had to cook and do this and that. So I get John to come with me, and there was a takeover of some good beers we like.
Yeah.
We went to
And-
Cloverleaf.
I saw the photo. Yeah.
Root and Branch, Trillium.
Had a lot of beers.
So we're sitting there. We had a lot to drink. So then, I don't know how long we were there for, 2 hours maybe.
Yeah.
So we're there for 2 hours. Other people meet us. And then we're about to leave, and my neighbor, I happen to see him. So I start talking to him. I thought, like, John, I was in there for maybe 10 minutes.
At least.
And then I walk out. I was going to get a beer. They're like, come on, get another drink with me. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to head home. I already had a few. And I walk out of the Cloverleaf Tavern, and I see John standing there. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he was like, I'm waiting for you, bro. I don't just leave without saying goodbye. And I'm like, I didn't know you were waiting for me. And like, I felt like such an asshole.
I didn't know you weren't behind me. I walked out the door, and then I'm just sitting. I was like, all right. He saw his friend or whatever. And I'm waiting, and I'm like, fuck. Then I texted him like, what the fuck? Where'd
And
you
I
go?
didn't look at my
I'm like, did you
phone.
go out the front door and leave? And then
I
a
felt
couple
real-
minutes later, he walked out, and he's like, oh, what are you doing?
But that's like the Italian. That's a lot of respect. I respect you, and I did not do it on purpose.
I wasn't. I know you didn't do it.
Well, there's a lot
but
of
I wasn't
respect
just
and a
gonna
lot
leave.
of lack of respect.
No, I was
You know how it is, though. Like,
I was about to go back inside, and just be like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna take off. Like, just take your time, whatever." But,
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops.
Who'd you run into?
Adam. It was
Oh,
Adam
Adam.
and some people from work.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, you can't just like. If I knew he was waiting, I would have. But luckily, I didn't get a drink. So.
Yeah.
But we had a good time, and I look forward to wherever we pick to go get a hopefully expensive
Yeah.
beer. Obviously,
Well,
invited.
last
Yeah,
year,
let me
if
know.
you look
Hopefully,
back
yeah.
at our reels, we had one of the Michter's 20.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
I never thought we'd see it
Yeah.
around where you can even
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah, that was good.
So
stuff,
we
man.
prefer paying a little bit more for a sample as opposed to buying a bottle that's worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
yeah, no, agreed.
Yeah.
No. If I can make it, I'm in this year because I would love to try something.
Yeah.
something good.
Yeah, we've done it. We've done a.
Yeah, and you did invite me to the last.
Yeah.
two,
Oh, we
couple,
did?
But I
I
just couldn't
had
make it.
a.
you know.
I have
did,
a.
yeah.
I have a clip. I gotta put up. It's a reel. That I got
From last year?
No, it was a few weeks ago. When I was out in the city, and I had an Eagle Rare 17.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good.
What was it good?
Yeah, it was good, but
I
not
had
once
a
again
sample,
not,
but not worth the price.
not worth the price.
Yeah.
No.
I actually took a clip of us in Cloverleaf.
Yeah.
Like in our Root and Branch. I got to post that too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few out there.
But anyway, all right. So everybody's Thanksgiving was good. We cooked
was
a lot.
good.
So I had an issue. Every Friday after Thanksgiving's Black Friday, I work from home. Usually, I had a problem with my phone, so I had to go to the office. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hit Black Friday traffic.
Yeah.
I'm going to my office. I'm passed by Best Buy. There's like 4 cars in the parking
Yeah.
lot. Kohl's. There's like 3 cars in the park. I passed by the mall. Didn't even
Oh,
look like
wow.
it was open.
Yeah.
And it was like 8 in the morning.
Yeah,
What the hell happened to Black Friday?
it's all online, baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
All online.
Different, right?
I mean,
Like
where's
people
all,
say,
like,
it's
the-
just too convenient. You don't even have to do shopping anymore. You can go on Amazon.com and look at cyber deals, and you can just like, oh, that looks cool. ad.
And they started a week before.
Or if you got to buy for your kid, looking for gifts for a 10-year-old girl or this or that or whatever. You know, you can do anything, and it'll just come up with a bunch of things. And
is that what you typed in? Looking for a 10-year-old girl, but you got to put looking for gifts for a 10-year-old.
That's
why.
Wayfair.
That's Wayfair.
Yeah, we ordered the chest of drawers, and then a kid falls out of the bottom.
No, but I was like, I mean, what about the people who aren't internet savvy? Like, are these stores even really open anymore? Remember they used to open like Thanksgiving night, and you go and camp out in front of Walmart just to get like a 40-inch TV for $100.
A video popped up, and it was like the doors, and then like they open, and everyone's running, and like
right?
that
I think
doesn't happen.
Those times are gone.
I saw a video of like when Cabbage Patch Kids came out.
People are fist fighting.
Yeah.
You're like tossing them across the room and this and that.
It's like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And,
the Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way, right? That last.
I have to get the turbo.
Yeah, the turbo man.
Turbo man, do it now.
Do you know what the toy is this like Christmas? That's like sought after. PlayStation.
My kids are teenagers now, so I have no clue.
Even our kids. Is there something?
I don't think there is. I don't think it's like that anymore. Yeah. Where there's like a certain thing that everybody's got to have.
Did you guys do Black Friday? Did you personally do? Did you go on Amazon? Did you do any shopping yourself or no?
No.
So I wanted to, and
I think my wife did.
There was no really. For me, no good deals really like that.
I get a lot of shit for the house.
That's what I'm getting. I buy stuff for myself.
Yeah, exactly. I think I bought more stuff for myself than for my.
Ooh, a portable charger. It's only $8.99.
You know what I did order though, which seemed interesting. It was you guys. Do you use fitness trackers at all or anything of that sort?
Use what?
Fitness trackers or
like my watch?
Do I look like I use a fitness tracker?
Anyways, I needed something that I can sleep with. And because I want to track my sleep.
I get a teddy bear.
No, I want to
get the bed.
No, I want to track
sleep number bed.
I'm concerned about if I have sleep apnea. That's always been a concern of mine. You know, I'm concerned about certain things. I don't like wearing like an Apple Watch. I can't sleep with a watch on.
Yeah,
it's not gonna. It's not gonna happen. I can't sleep with anything really on. The only thing that it piqued my interest. I ordered, which I have not gotten yet. I just ordered yesterday. It's one of those rings. So it's an actual ring that you put on, and it tracks everything.
And then you're married to it.
Well, you can wear it as long as you want, but you know, you put it on, and it will track your blood oxygen level. If it'll tell you if you have signs of sleep apnea, it'll tell you how long you sleep for, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Interesting.
Yeah,
are you okay though?
And I could at least sleep with a ring. I can sleep with a ring on.
Sure.
Are you okay with them like just taking all of our data and selling it probably?
They're gonna clone you.
Yeah. I know. If they want to clone me, good for them. I mean, good luck. You know, I don't know. Depends.
Interesting. I gotta look at.
I mean, they're just learning. If it's like a Chinese company, they're learning. Unhealthy Americans.
We are still number one.
Yeah, I mean, what are they learning from me? You know, but
he eats too much General Chol.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the egg drop soup. But yes.
No, well, like recently I heard that 23andMe. I don't know if this is true or not, but they were
losing
money or maybe going bankrupt. But then they supposedly sold the data to China. I don't know what to believe.
I don't know.
What is it?
23andMe, like the Ancestry.com kind of thing. Yeah.
Whether you take a swab of your cheek.
No, I don't want anyone having my DNA, so I won't do it.
There's a joke in there, but we'll leave that alone.
Yes. Oh, well.
Your DNA's everywhere already.
Yes. He's running around upstairs.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just so odd, like not seeing. I don't know, because I feel like nostalgia's gone. Like, I don't know. I mean, I remember that was cool back in the day, where like my wife or my parents like be up at like 5 a.m. Like, I gotta go to the mall. I'm like, at 5 a.m. Sweet, that's cool, you know.
Yeah.
But
well,
hey,
do kids we used to do like baseball cards, and do people buy that stuff anymore?
It's like comics too, Jay. It's like I don't know if people still I don't know if that's a big thing anymore or what.
What do they do? Just watch John on TikTok?
Anything that has to be an app on the phone, like Roblox and I don't know. What these kids do.
But it's a lot different than it used to be. It's just a shop. I get 8 million emails the day of Black Friday. Yeah. Sale here, sale there, sale. You know what pisses me off though? You know what really pisses me off? When they say Black Friday week, and then you're like, all right, cool, I'll order something on Wednesday. And then Black Friday comes, and then they go from 30% off to 50% off. And I'm like, what the hell, man? I thought the whole week it's the same prices.
Or sometimes they jack the price up, but then they'll give you 50% off, but it's like, it's the same price.
Yeah, exactly.
I booked a cruise for Black Friday, though. It was on sale. So
which cruise line?
MSC.
MSC Cruises.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
It was cheaper, and it came with the drink package and
All sold.
onboard credit, and I was like,
I still
let's
have to
do it.
convince my wife
That
to
is-
do the
that's
cruise
good.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
You could bring a
But it was
bottle
just
of
odd,
bourbon, and it could splash around on the cruise.
Yeah, I'll put it in my. You can't have that, sir. No. You don't understand.
Yeah.
It's. I'm making it work.
It's aged at sea.
I have to
Yeah.
age it. Yeah. But yeah, it was. I got to work the fastest I've ever had. Like it was like 13 minutes. I got to work because there was nobody on the
Yeah.
road. I'm like, where is everybody?
Yeah. Go to the brewery, have some beers.
Crazy.
Speaking of beers, what do we got today, bro?
All right. So last weekend I went over to Ghost Hawk. It's one of my new spots that I hang out at.
All right.
Hanging out with the owner and stuff. And
Dom there?
Yeah, do you ever
Tom
see
wasn't
him?
there.
He's
He wasn't
always there.
Well, once in a while I run into him there.
Yeah.
And it's 20 degrees outside, man, today. So I was like, you know what, stout season. So I bought an easy drinking Ghost Hawk Stout, Ravendark.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys ever had it. The flavors are there. It's
I may
only-
have.
It's
I
like
don't
7.8.
Okay.
It's nothing crazy.
All right.
I absolutely love this one. The flavors are good.
Whoa, it looks like motor oil.
Not too much.
No,
not
it's
too much.
not. It's very thin. It's very thin.
Yeah, not
Like
too
Want
you.
that one?
much. Does- yeah, just pass it along. Make it easy for this guy.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Oh, look at that glass. Is that 21 is when you guys
Yeah.
started this?
It's been over 3 years now, man.
Okay, give the rest to Ken.
Too late.
So this is coming in at 7.8%. Ravendark. It's labeled as an export stout. I don't know what
Yeah.
that means. But it's got good flavor, man.
Doesn't the head on it look like it would have like bourbon aged, but I don't smell it at all, so I don't think it is.
I love Ghost Hawk now because it's not just IPA. It's everything but,
Yeah, I mean, it smells chocolate. I'm getting soy sauce.
like-
no, I'm joking.
Like a
I don't think Ken's washed this
Something
glass
roasted.
since I got it.
No, I watched.
roasted bean.
I
type
would-
You wash this with urine? What do you do? He's
Yeah.
probably like,
Why does it smell funny?
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. Sorry. I
Yeah,
went for the
cheers.
kill.
There you go.
Ooh, I just saw a ghost. Oh.
put that coffee in there, that smoky flavor.
It's good.
It's light, nothing crazy.
Yeah, it is. It
It's
looks
not going to give you diarrhea for the next 3 weeks.
I
It'll make
hope
your
not.
it'll make your poop black, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
it's good flavor. It's thinner.
It's thin.
It looks like
Yeah.
it would be thicker, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next beer?
Got to give props. To
The one
Ghost
thing,
Hawk, man.
yeah.
Ghost
This, I mean,
Hawk's
this is
awesome.
good. I mean, they're good people over there. Good beer.
Good people.
Good location, right across the street from Rutt's Hut. Get yourself a nice hot dog
Yeah.
and do your thing. Yeah, solid. Thanks, John, for bringing this.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The one thing I did want to mention, though, interesting thing, a little scary. Sorry, I spit on you. A little scary. A little scary.
He got excited.
Speaking of ghosts,
Speaking of ghosts and UFOs and this and that, recently in the town of Chester, Mendham, I've seen a lot of posts. I'm part of the local Facebook groups and everything, and I see what people are posting and stuff like that. We get a lot of like drone activity up in the sky.
yeah, and you're saying they're not just like little people drones.
No, they're
the
like
size of a
legit
car.
like military drones. I think. Like I don't know. They're apparently they're very big.
It's like a Death Star.
Yeah, like helicopter size kind of stuff, and like
Sure, it's not just a helicopter.
no, you can talk about this the way they move, how they because they
They go fast from
yeah,
side to side.
dude, they're fast too.
Yeah.
They are fast, these drones, and
Do you hear them?
kind of like a little bit, I guess.
Could
Yeah,
it be
they're-
Black Friday drones dropping off people's packages?
Well, it's funny.
Oh, maybe.
It's funny because you see a lot of people's comments are like, because people are like, they're huge. They're like, because everyone, when they think drone, they automatically think the kind you get like Walmart, the kind that you fly in your yard or whatever. Drones can be made pretty much to any size, and they can be really big things. So
But don't they all have like serial numbers and you have to register them with the FAA?
yeah. You're 100% right. You do have to register them.
So they know
I
what
don't-
they are, no?
No, I don't know. Initially, they were saying just report if you see them, report it to the police because they're only flying at night, and they're flying from like 5 o'clock to like midnight. Or I've seen them even at like when I've gone to bed late. I'll look out the window at like 12:30, and I'll still see them flying in the air.
Wow.
It's
That's freaky.
It's not hobby. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it was someone that was doing it for fun, you're not doing it at nighttime. You're not doing it at 12:30 at night either.
They're up there as for a purpose.
It's not like they're doing it summertime, hovering over a pool.
Yeah.
Looking for some.
Do you think they're looking for UFOs? Like, you think they're looking for?
No. So the only thing I could think of that sounds logical, because it doesn't seem like they're. I mean, granted, they say the FBI knows about it, et cetera, et cetera. FBI knowing about something doesn't mean that it's something bad necessarily either. Yeah. It means they know about it. They know what's going on. So I'm thinking there's an arsenal not super far from our area, maybe 20 miles, not even from here. And maybe it's something with them. Maybe it has something to do with them. It's very low-key, like... not known to the public. They don't release things to the public, and maybe that's part of it. So that's the only thing I could think of, is maybe they're testing out some new things. But I mean, it's been going on for a few weeks. Every day for the last few weeks, you can look outside, look up in the sky, and you see green and red lights blinking off these drones. You can tell they're drones because they all have that green and red light blinking on them.
Why don't you call the FBI and demand answers?
What are they going to say? What are they going to give you? It's if it's
it's weird. I'll tell you that
confidential stuff that they can't reveal to the public. Then
well, I mean, it's there though. Can't be that confidential. I mean, it's there. What are you doing? Like, at least make up something then. And give us something.
Yeah, I mean, you feel that the government hides a lot from us?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I think so. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's better that we don't know some stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody'd go into hysterics.
You wouldn't want to know, like, if there was UFO, like aliens.
I do, but I know some people who probably don't that would go into hysterics that would just make things crazy.
You think they would? What are they going to do, like jump off a bridge?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you have your tinfoil hat ready?
I don't.
I don't know. I think they should.
I think we're going to know more in the next upcoming couple of years, though. Now, with the new regime coming in, I think they're going to spill some beans.
There's a lot going on. Yes, there's a new regime coming in, and there's a lot of technology think about technology in general. 1950 to 1960, how much did that technology change? Yeah. 1960 to 1970, now we're going on to the moon.
Yep.
1970.
So they say.
Yeah, right.
Look at each decade and how much we've progressed and how far
Especially
we've
recently.
come. 2000 to 2010, 2010 to 2020.
Yeah.
And look, now we're
such a short period of time.
Yes. The technology is moving faster and faster. Now we have VR headsets. Granted, we've had virtual reality stuff for some time, but now it's getting a little bit more perfected now,
I remember, but I remember hearing a interview with Trump, and I think they told him something about the JFK file.
Yeah.
And he basically said, "You wouldn't want to know what I know." So I'm like, "What does that mean? Is it
well,
an inside job?"
His nephew's in office, going to be in office now. So
I think they're going to release it. He said he was going to release something because there were certain people that were still alive, so that's why they were holding back, because maybe blow someone's cover or make them look bad. I don't know. I don't know the reason.
The only possible thing that they can come out and say is that it was just a government set it up and it was done on purpose, or the mafia did it. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any conspiracies.
Yeah. Well, look at the whole shooting of Trump recently. Do you think they really messed up in letting that guy get on that roof?
Oh,
It was too slanted.
Absolutely not.
They knew that guy was there.
absolutely.
People were saying, "Hey,
turn
there's
your
a
head,
guy on the roof.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a gun."
The
No, he
slanted
doesn't-
roof
he
was
doesn't
too
do it.
dangerous. Way too dangerous.
I think one of the rednecks is probably like, "I got my gun, I'll shoot him."
Yeah.
No, wait.
100%.
It
Just
makes
wait.
you think. So yes, they definitely
Yeah.
hide things.
That was
from us.
Kamala Harris. That was her nephew. She sent him.
Well, that's how they. But we've talked about this on the podcast. That's how they do things. They get some no-name kid to do it. He does it. They kill him all over.
Yeah.
He's got some. They get someone with the past. They see what he's doing. They allow it to happen. I don't know.
There's some conspiracies around that. We don't have to
Yeah.
get into it, but
I would freak out a little bit though if I saw a bunch of drones. You said it's multiple drones or one drone? That would freak me out a little bit if it happened every night. And
It's like 6 a night, and we see him, and it's not just I'm not going crazy because Once again, on Facebook, people are like, "Oh, another night of drones."
Have you talked to
And you
anyone?
brought up a news article about it, too.
Yeah. Oh, there's news articles about it. There's everything.
Have you talked to any neighbors that actually called the police, and what do they say? Like,
the police I think they just log it into their system, and they're like, "Oh, here's a reported sighting. Here's a reported." But dude, there's got to be like 1,000 reported sightings at this point. Why even bother at this point?
so a few years back, I don't know if it's related or not, but there was this car parked by my house on the side of the house, and it was running. It was 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. would leave for like 5 days. So I called the police. I was like, "It looks unusual," and they're like, "All we can say to you is they're supposed to be there." And I'm like, "What?
That's
What
weird.
the hell is that supposed to mean?" So I'm like walking my dogs, taking a shit next to the van. I'm like trying to look in. It's all tinted out. Later on, I asked one of the police officers, and he was like, "Oh, it was like a private investigator that was
stakeout.
basically watching someone for like medical fraud, like whatever fraud they were doing.
Yeah.
They just happened to be by my house. So I called my neighbor. I'm like, "Yo, are you doing anything like shady?"
He's like, "Run, bro, run!"
I didn't even want to go on certain websites. I'm like, SesameStreet.com.
I meant to type in gift for a 10-year-old girl. Gift for a 10-year-old girl. Not looking for a 10-year-old girl.
But yeah, I wonder if they're just like quiet about it, basically.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely up there for a purpose.
Yes. Yes, they're not just flying around. You're not looking for an escaped convict because you're not looking for the last 3 weeks for an escaped convict.
Right.
I think
The
that
fires, maybe like.
no, that's what we originally thought, but then the fires have been gone for the last couple
Yeah,
weeks.
it's wet out there now.
Now that's not an issue, but they're still out there. The only thing I'm thinking is they're testing equipment.
Yeah, what about like
They're
Amazon
running
with
they're
the
running
delivery
analytics on it. They're running certain things on it. They're saying, "Hey, can we spot heat? Can we spot this from the air?" It might be future weapons that are going to be used.
But what about like Amazon? Like some of these packages are pretty heavy, so they'd have to be bigger. Why wouldn't they have to test it in the winds? And if you're going to
If it was a drone,
stuff?
you were saying if it was a drone delivering package.
They've been talking about that for years.
Yes, but they
now.
wouldn't be delivering at nighttime.
No, maybe
flying
it's
around.
just practicing
flying 1,000 feet up in the air. Yeah. They make it more realistic where it's kind of within the vicinity,
Maybe
you know.
it's the Chinese trying to get some information.
And plus with
like the
Amazon,
balloons. Remember
well,
that?
that's a scary thing.
Maybe
Remember-
it's China.
because with the balloon, and that's what makes you wonder a little bit more. Because with the balloons, when the
balloon?
were floating in the air, when the balloons were floating in the air, they were there for what? A week before
Yeah.
they said maybe we should shoot this thing down.
Yeah, it's been a week. It's still there.
Yeah, like
That was so weird.
What was with the lack of response on that? But I think it was because
Probably
they
done on
said they
purpose.
wanted over waters or something. They didn't want it over land because they were afraid
Bullshit.
it was gonna. If there was power, say there was, a chemical weapon inside that balloon too. I guess that's so there were things to consider as well. Or release some kind of. I mean, we see.
That's the thing you said you were the most scared of. Is
course.
doing something like that.
I
with
think
the-
chemical warfare is scary.
Jet
I
stream.
think just looking at when there's a fire in Canada, we smell it here.
That's crazy.
What does that tell you? The way the wind blows, you know?
Scary.
Yeah. It is scary. It is scary. But in this case, the other
Ken's gonna go out there one night and a big light's gonna shine on him. He's like, walking the dog.
you realize how many people we
Just walking the
we're
dog.
kind of country out here. A lot of people have guns. A lot of people are like, "Can we shoot them?" They're like, "Can we shoot them?" And a lot of people's response is, "Good luck," because they're fast.
They're detecting heat signatures. It's just him gassing it. Going outside.
We heard you talking shit on your podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
You're done, Speakeasy guy.
Yeah. I noticed the Kentucky hug on that one there. It's nice and warm.
Now we know why your partner lives an hour away.
But it is scary. That's but personally, I think that's my only logical explanation is that they're coming from the military.
Yeah, that Picatinny Arsenal's not far from here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's about like Tap House 15.
So my
Jefferson.
wife, her friend, which you met, I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah.
She's into bourbon,
Okay. Yeah.
and she works there.
Oh, really?
She works there, and her husband, I think, works there as well.
Call them up. They won't answer. Their
So
phones are dead.
No, my wife.
They're dead. They were
my-
taken?
My wife asked her, "Hey, do you know anything about this?" And she goes, "What are you talking about?" They can't say anything.
Yeah, they can't say.
Legally binded, where
So then they know.
cannot-
Yeah.
They can't say anything.
No.
They sign NDAs. They sign all that
Sure.
stuff.
God forbid they spill the beans to one wrong person. That's
Exactly.
Like us.
It.
Especially
Not even job is gone.
especially
You're
if-
probably going to get the needle in the neck. That's it.
Especially through a text message or something along those
Yeah,
lines.
yeah,
So
yeah,
she's doing her job right. She's
100%.
not revealing. If she does know something, which I think she does,
I mean,
she's not revealing.
invite her
anything.
over. We'll bring her down here. We'll get her drunk.
Interrogator.
What's with the damn drones? Shaking her. Tell me.
Waterboarding her.
Tie her up to the chair. Let us know. Tell us what's going on.
It is scary. Hopefully by the wow, we're going to record a couple episodes today, but hopefully by the next time you guys are here, or John, or I don't know, Jay.
I'm driving back next week.
Yes. Yeah, well, you'll be here. Yes, you'll be driving back next week and then the week after for our next 2 episodes. But
I got you.
Yeah. But hopefully I'll find out more in the future.
All right.
Within the next 3 weeks, let's just say. And
Cool.
Because my wife thinks I'm a little obsessed with it now.
Yeah.
And she's like, let it
go,
Are you looking up
bro.
that damn freaking drone stuff
Me,
again?
I'd have my lounge chair out in the driveway, just sitting there. I'd have a cooler.
It'd be
and
like
I'd
the
sitting there.
Burbs. The Klopex are flying them.
All right, cool, man. Good stuff today.
Yeah.
Good
Good
liquids.
bur-
Yeah. Let's.
Good liquids. I told John and Jay before I ran into someone who follows us on Instagram and watches the show. He's another John.
Shout him
Shout
out.
out John. Came across him today. Shout out to John, man. Thanks for being a viewer.
Good job, John. Hey, you can buy our hats on the internet.
Not my old school hat.
No, I got an old school hat. Too.
Yeah, isacaps.com.
ISAcaps.com.
You can buy our hats. And if you like Trump stuff, he's got a lot of that there, too.
Could he make me a bigger shirt?
I got no.
No, that's from Tom.
Yeah, I gotta go talk to him.
Yeah, talk to
Destination athlete.
Tom. Dude, I actually think it fits you fine, to be honest
Yeah, I
with
know.
you.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll continue wearing it.
Yeah, just don't wash and dry it. That's all.
Dude, I wash my we've said it, I wash my shirts that are small that I know if I dry them,
Yeah, don't dry them.
they're gonna I'm never gonna wear them
Never wear
again.
again.
So I
Give it to your son.
I have an option that says less dry or like damp dry, and it just comes out damp, and I hang them.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
My wife's like, "You're not drying your shirt. You just put it in there for like what?" I'm like, "Not to shrink. That's why."
Yeah, just enough, and then I put it on the hanger, and the next day they're ready to go.
Yeah.
It's good. But then sometimes you get the hanger shoulders on your shirts.
Oh yeah, no, I
hate
have a rack that I hang it over. I throw it over
All
the
right.
rack and,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
Like
also
a
you're
football
sitting there
player,
like-
you come out.
Two
you
things
got,
popping
you got
up.
2 nipples on your shoulders.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, I should. Jefferson's Ocean, good stuff.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
that? Pick it up. It was very, very tasty.
I like the story behind
cool
it.
story behind it.
Yeah.
Ravendark, Ghost Hawk, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving
Yeah.
Thanks
and
for
a
having
Black
me,
Friday,
guys. Appreciate
racist
it.
Black Friday. And Jay, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Peace.
All right.